Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm Amanda Fowler of Inspiring Inking. Welcome to my craft room. In today's video we're going to be making this little bag. I call it the butterfly bag because of its butterfly shaped top, really. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's a fabulous way of making a gift bag so that you can see both sides of the patterned paper. One of the things I love about Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper is that it's double-sided. One of my most frustrating things is generally most of the patterns are lovely on both sides and you never know which side to use. So this is a great way of using the paper so you can see both sides. This particular bag here is made from the Twinkle Twinkle Designer Series paper, but in today's video I'm going to be using some new papers from the very soon to be released Autumn Winter Catalogue 2018. So this catalogue goes live on the 5th of September 2018. All of the copies for my customers have actually gone out in the post. So if you are one of my lovely customers, you should have received yours by now. If you haven't got a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to shop with me, I would love to send you a copy of the catalogue. Due to Stampin' Up! Rules, I can only send catalogues to people in the UK, in France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. So if you're in one of those countries, that's fabulous. Send me an email, amanda@inspiringinking.com, with all your contact details and I will get one in the post to you. So, I can't actually show you right now the inside of the catalogue. So I'm going to keep you there and I'm going to open up the catalogue and tell you about this suite of products. Okay, so it's called the Joyous Noel. And it's a stamp set, Designer Series paper, glimmer paper, a punch, some wire elements and some Merry Merlot and copper ribbon. It's fabulous. Okay, so this is the punch. I actually don't have the stamp set. It's on its way to me. I don't have it yet, but you'll see it in a future video. But you know me, I love a punch and this is wonderful. So I've got all sorts of plans for this punch, so watch out for those. There are these snowflake and stars wire elements. They're 12 in a box, and so you get 6 snowflakes and 6 wire elements. And I will turn the camera around in a minute so you can kind of see these in close up. But they're really lovely, and all of the accents with this suite are all copper. So here is the ribbon. This is Merry Merlot and the copper and what's it called? No? Reversible, yeah, it's a reversible ribbon. So hopefully you'll be able to see it's really shimmery on this side, and this side is more Merry Merlot with kind of copper accents on the sides. And then this is the Designer Series paper. Obviously it comes in 12 by 12, but I've got 6 by 6 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see all of these things in close up, and then I will show you how we are going to make the bag. Now the bag is using a 12-inch by 6-inch piece of paper, so you can get 2 of these out of your 12 by 12s, just so you kind of know how many you can get out of a sheet of card. Okay, let's get started. So here is the punch that matches the stamp set. Let me just show you the size of it, 'cause it's always easier to see. So it is almost an inch wide, and yeah, so almost an inch wide and a little bit over 1.5 inches tall. But this is such a versatile shape, so you're going to be seeing lots of different things with that. These are the wire elements. Let me get a star. And we're going to be decorating the bag, and you can see this is some copper foil that we're going to be using as well. So this is how the accents are working. And here is the patterned paper. So let's just show you these. There's foiling on one side, and then you've got a plainer side. So you've got foiling there. I love this. It's really pretty. And these deers. And some more snowflakes. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using in a minute to make the bag. And then this final one as well. So the colours with this paper, it's a Whisper White base, and it is Merry Merlot, which I've already said. Tranquil Tide is the darker green. You've got some Sahara Sand, Soft Suede and Grey Granite as well, kind of in and amongst. So this is obviously the Grey Granite here. And Soft Suede. So it's a really lovely subtle mixture of colours. So let's move that out of the way. Oh, the ribbon. Got to show you the ribbon. So honestly, I don't know how the camera's going to pick this up. I just hope it does. But it's double-sided, so if I show you the two sides side by side, you can see. So this is very definitely the Merry Merlot, but obviously it's softer where it's got the copper on the top. Yeah, and so that's all of the new goodies. This is the template for how we're going to make the bag. All the measurements will be on YouTube. If you just scroll down underneath the video, there's a little bit that says see more. If you click there, there'll be a direct link to my blog post, but also if you scroll down, there'll be a list of all the measurements and all the items that I've used with direct shop links, so you can shop directly with me to get all of your products. So I'm just going to work from this template. I will talk you through the measurements as we go. But this is how I work. I always have templates and I have all the measurements and everything on there. And then I keep this, and then when I want to make another bag, I've got everything ready to go. So let's get this simply scored here. So you're going to have the long piece, the 12-inch piece at the top, and the score tool. Now on your score tool you have two ends, so there's this fatter end and this skinny end. For patterned paper you need to use the fat end. What we're trying not to do is actually break through the paper because it will crack because it's got a white core in the middle. So you need to score it and fold it gently. So I'm going to get my template and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, 10, 10.5, 11 and 11.5. And then we're going to flip it round and we're going to score at 1 and at 5 inches. So 1 inch and 5 inches. Okay, so that is all the scoring. So the score tool can go away. What I'm actually going to do now is cut this so it matches the template. So the easy cut marks here and here going to make the flap for the base of the bag. So that's easy. And then this piece here, you can see from the template, we're actually going to cut the whole of that section off in a wedge shape. Now, I want the bag to be fairly symmetrical, so the easiest way to do it is to cut it by eye on one of the corners, like that, and then flip it over and line it up so that you can do the same for this one. And then go round to this side and do the same again. So obviously you can measure it if you want to, and then you'll know it's exactly the right size. But I want it to be fairly symmetrical. It doesn't, to me, I don't mind if it's not quite perfect. It's a handmade bag, so it's fine. Right, okay, so that's all the cutting done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently fold the paper. Now, because this is patterned cardstock and things, it can crack, and I don't want you to worry if it does. You can always run a marker along it, or your ink pad in the same colour. But I am just going to fold it gently. I have got my bone folder, but I tend not to use it when I've got paper like this, because I just don't want to end up cracking it. So I'm just being gentle. Okay. So to get this fancy bit here, you're going to fold the front piece down and then up and then down and then up like that. I just love having something different on the inside. It's so pretty. So that one's down, fold up, fold down, fold up. So look, there's your fancy butterfly bit. So let's just glue these other pieces together. So the way that piece is going to go is it's going to fold there, and then one of these pieces is going to go over the top. So what I always do is I decide which side is going to be the front, and then I make sure that the flap that attaches itself to the front goes over the top, so then the line is nice and clean. Whereas if it goes like that, you're going to see the edge of the paper. So I want to do it that way. So this is going to be the front of the bag. So get my trusty Tombow out. So that's going on there. And if you actually hold it so it's straight on the table, you'll make sure that you get a really square edge. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along here and there, so this piece can stick. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm putting it down on the table and put my hand inside. Hopefully you can see that, so my hand's inside. So that's that piece. I'm going to do the same again, so that's going to be the front, so I want to put the back piece down first. So glue there. Just put it down on the table. Tombow my fingers now. And then a little bit more here, and then some glue along there. That piece is going to go down like that, like that. And those two pieces, brilliant. So those two pieces are there. So what I'm going to do now is do some embellishing. Ooh, not until the glue's stuck. Let me just give that a second. Okay. Right, I'm just going to put that to one side just for a second, just to let it settle itself down. And I'm going to get one of the star embellishments, I think. And what have I got? I've got a 2-inch punch. So I'm going to punch a 2-inch circle out of my copper foil. I'm going to punch a 1 3/4 inch punch out of my Merry Merlot. So this is actually going to go on here like so. So what I actually am going to do, I've got my 1/8 of an inch punch. Let me just pop that down. And I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to thread this ribbon through these tiny holes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it really on a point and hope. Yeah. Fabulous. I love this ribbon. Okay, so thread that bit through there as well. So what I'm going to do, so this is actually going to be the tag that's going to go on the front of the card. So I'm just going to fiddle around with the ribbon so that that copper edge is there, and then I'm going to tie a knot. And then what will happen is it just means then that the tag isn't going to go anywhere. So I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to try and tie a knot. Tying knots on camera is never easy. So stay there. There we go. So that's there like that. So now what I'm going to do, now the glue has dried, is I'm going to pull that together. So this is, again, this is your butterfly bit, but what I'm going to do is just push these edges in to give a little bit of shape to the bag, and then I'm going to see if I can get this punch through. Now what I want to show you is I'm not punching through all these layers of cardstock, that would be crazy. I'm punching just below in the middle-ish. So can you see the hole? So it's below there. And then if I show you on this one, what I did was I threaded the ribbon, so that's the back of the ribbon, and I threaded that through, obviously I used baker's twine last time, but I threaded that through, and then I pulled that up over the top. And then what I'm hoping is going to work is we're going to be able to put a little bow here. So, hope I've got enough ribbon. That's that's what I'm hoping for. So let's just see. Turn the ribbon around. Like that, yeah. Okay, so let's just pull that down. Turn that little bit around. And then just trim off the ends. Oh. And then this little butterfly bag is done. So with the lovely embellishment, obviously you can write on the back, put some stamping on the back if you want to, and then what you can do is just pull these flaps out just a little bit, and there, so you get more of the fancy top bit of the bag, and all the embellishments, and you get to see the inside as well. I hope you enjoyed today's project, making this butterfly topped bag using the brand new Joyous Noel product suite. All of the products will be available from the 5th of September 2018. You can't get them right now. So as soon as they launch, I will make sure that there are shopping links underneath. If you're on YouTube, you need to click the See More button and you'll find all the product links there. You'll also find them on my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and you'll find lots of other creative inspiration. Don't forget, all the measurements and a copy of the template are both on YouTube and my blog, so don't worry if you didn't get a chance to write down the measurements. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.